I don't remember seeing somebody coming. I don't remember if one of them said, "Be careful, like somebody's coming really fast." And then I remember getting hit really hard and going forward, and I think I hit the dashboard, and that's when I knocked out for a little bit.
Bailey was with friends near Albany, New York. 4 good kids having clean fun is how it was described when they were hit by a drunk, high, speeding, texting driver.
Eventually woke up, and it was really cold because it was December, so I was freezing and like shaking, and I kept telling myself it's a dream. It's a dream. I remember telling myself that. You're gonna wake up, you're gonna wake up. I started off taking lessons at the age of 9 for diving, and then as I grew older, I got more serious with it. I would travel every weekend to a different meet.
My first impressions of her when I was recruiting her, and actually well before that, because she used to come to my diving camps ever since she was like a sophomore in high school, and she had impressed me certainly as an individual. Great young lady with a huge amount of strength of character, and not to mention she was a very talented diver.
When I went on my recruiting trip, I knew I would love it here, and I loved the teammate, I loved the atmosphere of Tennessee. The football game probably made me want to come, and then just having a relationship with Dave before I came here just made it easier to pick what school I wanted to go to.
We had already brought her in for a visit. She had committed to come, she had signed to come to the University of Tennessee, and probably about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks after the signing day, I actually got news of the accident.
Dave was one of the first people my mom called after my car accident, and he was devastated.
You know, complete shock, as was the case with most people, I'm sure.
I remember in the hospital how concerned I was that I would never be able to dive again.
At that point, we didn't even know the extent of the accident and that type of thing. It was early the next morning that I heard, and so I was just in complete shock, and of course extremely concerned for her and her friends' well-being.
I actually came to a meet they had when I was in my neck brace just to visit and watch, and they all had Dive for Bailey shirts on, which made me feel good, and the whole swimming and diving team dressed in my high school colors.
It was very tough. I mean, first of all, it was just remarkable. I mean, during that, after the accident and her recovery and physical recovery and everything that she was going through, just I'll be honest, at the time I was doubtful that she was even going to be able to dive again. And then, a few months before she arrived, she started to be able to get back on the board and do some stuff. And so it was amazing to me at first that she was even able to be able to dive. But I certainly knew it was going to be a very, very tough road.
I got so frustrated because I felt like everything I worked for was gone. And I felt like the guy that did it took so much away, and that he took my sport away as well. So I had a lot of anger.
So when she was here, her first semester, which is when she was diving, every day was a struggle. She was doing incredibly well. I mean, I certainly tried to challenge her as much as I could, and like I would any diver. And for the most part, she really did an incredible job, but there were times where it was just too much. As we were going into her second semester, she made the decision with her family and with her team of people that really are helping her to retire from the sport, just because of the physical impact that it was having on her, and certainly the pressure and the mental aspect of it as well. So from that point on, she became our student assistant coach.
You want to get here like you're doing a lineup, and then snap those legs up.
She does do some coaching with the kids in the evening. Being around the team is really important for her well-being.
I like coaching little kids now and high school kids now while I'm in college, because I feel like it keeps me connected with the diving world and just trying to help them.
It was short. It was short. Just reach back more.
I like to see when kids learn new dives and get better, I like to see them grow as divers, because it reminds me of myself, and I get excited if they learn a new dive or improve. even the little kids. It just makes me happy how excited they are to dive, and it's something they'll remember.
Guess what I just learned to do?
What'd you learn?
A back dive.
With help? Did she hold your back? No, you did it by yourself?
Yeah. I became a pro of it. I forgot my clothes, so my mom made me drop off here and go get them.
What, is she in the locker room waiting for you?
No, she's outside in the car.
Waiting for you? All right, give me a hug. You better hurry up
Okay.
before you get in trouble.
Okay.
All right, bye.
And as coaches and anybody in life and in anything you deal with, not every day is hunky-dory. I mean, we go through our struggles no matter what you're doing in life. And some days you come into the office or go out on the pool deck and maybe I'm not feeling 100% or even 70%. And all I've got to do is look or chat to Bailey or think about her story as it has evolved in her life. And just right there, that's enough inspiration to me to give myself a good kick in the pants and say, hey, get your butt up. There's a whole lot worse situations that I could have been in. And for me, just day-to-day stuff is nothing compared to that.
I want to inspire not just kids, but adults too. But overall, I just want to kind of get my message to everyone, not just kids. I'd rather influence one person than nobody at all.
The fact that she's going out and talking to the different schools and various people and winning these awards where she can tell her story and if she saves one person's life, that's an incredible situation. And I would hazard a guess that she probably has. And so I'm very proud of her for that fact.
Me and an old diver said we need to get him a plaque that says Therapist Dave. He shaped me into a better diver when I was diving. I saw a lot of improvement and shaped me into a better person. I call him my dad away from home. And I know when I graduate, we're still gonna have a great relationship.